So as it's January, I went to see this movie because, I'm into this stuff, but I didn't expect this movie to really deliver anything, just like The Grudge was a disappointment. Didn't really expect anything from this. Calling me surprised? This movie ain't half bad. Underwater is directed by William Eubank and stars Kristen Stewart, Vincent Cassell, T.J. Miller, and a slew of others. And it tells the story of a crew of aquatic researchers who, after they're hit by what seems to be an earthquake, the entire subterranean laboratory is destroyed and they have to get out of there. And of course, they discover that what's on the ocean seabed may be more dangerous than the earthquake itself. So, underwater. First of all, let's get this out of the way. I really don't like the title of this movie. I think it's just so boring and so bland. It just, I don't know, it just sounds so stupid. That said, this is not a half bad movie, guys. This movie reminded me of a lot of the sci-fi horror movies that you saw in the 90s. People would go in search of something and there would be a monster of some sort or something they have to face. And I really like those movies because there's some good ones out there. There's one that I hardly ever hear anybody talking about, and it's actually a guilty pleasure of mine, and that's The Virus, or Virus, sorry, starring Jamie Lee Curtis, and I think it's William Baldwin. I really like that movie. I think that movie has such a cool concept. Deep Sea Rising was another fun one. That one was more like an action comedy. So there's some good ones out there. And Underwater, I would say, borrows heavily from those type of films, especially The Abyss and Alien. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. So here we have Kristen Stewart, and let's get this out of the way. Let's throw aside Charlie's Angels, because if you guys look back on my review of Charlie's Angels 2019, you'd see where I said that Kristen Stewart is a good actress, but she's been poorly cast in that movie, and I stand by that. She was not a good choice for that movie. But here she shows once again that in the hands of a director who she can work with well, and with material that I think she's actually passionate about, you see what she can deliver. The character here is definitely modeled after Ripley, down to the underwear shots and that sort of thing. There's a lot of that here, for valid reasons. But she nails it. She does deliver a strong, solid performance, and she's accompanied by a solid cast. We have, like I said, Vincent Cassell is here. We also have, I think it's Jessica Hanwick. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. From Iron Fist. She's here as well. So the supporting cast here is not wasted. Granted, some of them are definitely just there to be chowder for whatever is after them. But most people here deliver great performances, or I should say good performances, sorry. The story, like I said, guys, it's very much a story we've seen before. A bunch of people in a place they maybe should not be in end up unearthing something they should not unearth, and it's to their detriment. This is what that movie is, but they do it really well. The horror elements here caught me off guard. I did not expect this movie to be as horrific as it was, or as it is. Some people here get killed in some ways that just was like, whoa, you just did not expect to see them die in that way at all. So that caught me off guard. The sense of tension, the pacing here is pretty decent. This movie is never boring. At least for me personally, it was never boring. Once it gets going, it keeps going. And overall, the big negative of this movie is really two things. And I would say, one, it's not an original concept. We've seen it time and time again, and it doesn't really add anything original. Although that ending, gotta say, I wasn't expecting that, but I liked it. And two, the tone of this movie is a little bit all over the place, especially in the first 2-second act. This movie is and should be a straight up sci-fi horror. That's what it is. Think Event Horizon. This is what this movie should be, and for the most part, it's what it is. But for some strange reason, and I'm gonna call studio interference on this because it feels so tacked on, there's comedy in this. There's line deliveries, because of course if you've seen the trailer, you know TJ Miller is in this. What else is he gonna do but comedy? It would have been nice to see him try and play against his normal shtick, but that's what he does here. And it feels so out of place, because what these people are going through is terrifying. It's pitch black down there. It's claustrophobic. The entire place is falling in on your head, and there's something trying to kill you. Where is the comedy in any of that? You know, granted, if you want, you could maybe throw in a couple dark comedic moments here and there, but honestly, every comedic moment they tried to fit in here, 99% of the time fell flat for me. I just wasn't feeling it. And I'm so glad that it doesn't go all the way through to the end of the movie. It really doesn't. So I give them points for maybe recognizing that, hey, you know what? This isn't working. We need to stop, because this just doesn't fit. And for the rest of the movie, it's pretty much a straight up sci-fi horror. So overall, guys, I definitely enjoyed this movie. Would I say go to the movies to see it like I did? You don't really have to. It's not a movie that has to have this huge cinematic experience, big screen, loud ass speakers. I'm sure you guys already have surround sound on your televisions and that sort of thing if you're movie fans. But nah, you can watch this at home. There's no real reason to seek this out. But should you not watch it? I wouldn't go that far. If you like 90s sci-fi horror, if you're a fan of movies like Event Horizon, The Relic, Virus, those type of films, The Abyss, that sort of thing, I think you'll like this movie, and I think you might be pleasantly surprised. So I'm giving Underwater a 6.5 out of 10. It's not a great film. It's not a bad film either. 6.5 out of 10. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. So I hope you liked this review, and if you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It's really appreciated. You guys want to subscribe to my channel, of course you can click on my face right over there, and you can check out past videos right on that side somewhere, right over there. And that's going to be it, guys. So until next time, bye bye.